Hi friends, welcome to the channel Civil Vision Tuning Ourselves. This video is about SSC previous year questions in soil mechanics. We are going to discuss little more interesting questions in soil mechanics. Let's start. First question, the property of soil which permits water to percolate through it. It is called. Actually, the permeability in soil mechanics is nothing but measure of how easily water can flow through the porous soil medium. And also it is one of the property of soil to transmit water and air. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is option B, permeability. Second question, Vein shear test is used to find out the shear strength of. Actually, this test is best suited to fine grained soil such as soft clay, silty clay. Therefore, correct answer for this question is option C, clay soil. Third one, soil transported by wind is called. The correct answer for this question is aeolian soil, option A. Alluvial soil is transported by water, whereas marine soil is found around the coastal areas. Lacustrine soil is deposited into the bed of lake. Therefore, soil transported by wind is called aeolian soil. Fourth one, if the specific gravity and voids in soil sample are G and E respectively, the hydraulic gradient I is. We know the formula, hydraulic gradient equal to G minus 1 divided by 1 plus E. Otherwise, instead of E, we substitute in terms of porosity. We know the formula E equal to N divided by 1 minus N. Finally resolve, we get G minus 1 into 1 minus N. We have two relations between G and E and G and N. Therefore, correct answer for this question is G minus 1 divided by 1 plus E, option A. Next one. Fifth one. The Moore straight theory is based on the following fact. The Moore-Coulomb failure creation is a set of linear equations in principal stress and material fails essentially by shear with any effect from the intermediate principal stress being neglected. Therefore, failure creation is independent of the intermediate principal stress. Ultimate strength of the material is determined by stress in the plane of slip. Therefore, correct answer for this question is all options are correct. Option D. Next one. Sixth one. Which one of the following apparatus is used to measure the liquid limit of the soil? The correct answer for this question is option A, Casagrande apparatus. Whereas pycnometer is used to determine the specific gravity of the soil. Correct answer for this question is option A, Casagrande apparatus. Seventh one. The plasticity index and plastic limit of the soil is given by 25 and 20% respectively. What will be the liquid limit of the soil? We know the formula for plasticity index, IP equal to liquid limit minus plastic limit. Therefore, IB is given as 25% and liquid limit is unknown. Plastic limit is 20%. By resolving it, we get liquid limit equal to 0.45. Therefore, correct answer for this question is option D, 0.45 or else 45%. Next one. Eighth one. The value of porosity of a soil sample in which the total volume of soil grains is equal to twice the total volume of voids. Therefore, V is equal to 2 times the volume of voids. We know the formula for porosity. N equal to volume of voids divided by total volume. Total volume can be written as volume of solids plus volume of voids. In the given equation, volume of solids equal to or volume of soil grains equal to twice the volume of voids. Therefore, porosity N equal to volume of voids divided by 2 times the volume of voids plus volume of void. Finally, resolve that N equal to volume of voids divided by 3 times the volume of voids. These two are get cancelled. Therefore 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is written as 33.33%. Option D. Ninth one, coefficient of earth pressure at rest is. We know the relation between active, passive and earth pressure at rest. Whereas active earth pressure is the least one, should be less than earth pressure at rest, which is less than passive earth pressure. From this expression, we find out the answer for this question. Earth pressure at rest is greater than active earth pressure, and same time which is less than passive earth pressure. The correct answer for this question is option B. Next one, 10th one, undisturbed soil samples are required for conducting. The correct answer for this question is option C, consolidation test. Disturbed soil samples do not retain their in situ properties during collection process, so engineers do not prefer. So undisturbed soil samples are required for conducting consolidation test. I hope this video will be very useful for you. Kindly share with your friends. Thank you.